Picture this, it's a birthday party. The cake has just been served, candy bags are being handed out, and within minutes, children are running around, laughing, shouting, and bouncing off the walls. Almost every parent has seen a scene like this, and many have reached the same conclusion. The sugar is kicking in. It's one of the most common beliefs about children, that eating sweets turns them into tiny balls of unstoppable energy. But have you ever wondered whether sugar is actually responsible, or if something else is going on? As it turns out, science has been trying to answer this question for decades, and the results are far more surprising than most people expect. Today, we're separating myth from reality to find out whether sweets really make kids hyper, right here, on History of Simple Things. The belief that sugar causes hyperactivity has been around for generations. Parents, teachers, and even movies often reinforce the idea that candy equals chaos. Part of the reason seems obvious. Children usually eat lots of sweets during exciting events like birthday parties, Halloween, school celebrations, or holidays. These occasions are already full of games, friends, loud music, and excitement. Naturally, kids become more energetic. Because the sweets and the energetic behavior happen at the same time, it's easy to assume one causes the other. Psychologists call this a correlation. Two things happen together, but that doesn't necessarily mean one causes the other. It's a bit like saying umbrellas cause rain. You often see them together, but the umbrellas aren't creating the storm. Researchers have tested this question many times. In carefully controlled studies, children were given drinks or foods containing sugar. Other children received sugar-free versions that tasted exactly the same. Neither the children nor the parents knew who had actually consumed sugar until after the experiment. This type of experiment helps remove expectations and bias. The surprising result: most studies found little to no difference in children's activity levels, attention spans, or behavior after consuming sugar. Researchers even looked at children who were believed to be especially sensitive to sugar, including some diagnosed with attention-related conditions. Again, the evidence remained surprisingly consistent. Sugar alone did not reliably increase hyperactivity. In fact, reviews combining dozens of studies have repeatedly concluded that there's no convincing scientific evidence that sugar causes hyperactivity in most children. That's probably not the answer many people were expecting. If sugar isn't making kids hyper, why do so many adults swear they've seen it happen? One reason is something called expectation bias. In one famous experiment, parents were told their children had consumed sugar, even though the children had actually been given a sugar-free sweetener. Interestingly, many parents still rated their children as more hyperactive afterward. Some even became more controlling or watchful because they expected energetic behavior. In other words, believing sugar had been consumed changed how adults interpreted perfectly normal childhood behavior. It's a reminder that our expectations can shape what we notice. Now think back to that birthday party. The children aren't just eating cake. They're surrounded by friends they may not see every day. They're playing games, opening presents, listening to music, and experiencing a highly exciting environment. Anyone, especially a child, would become more energetic under those conditions. Imagine giving a child a slice of birthday cake while sitting quietly at home reading books. The reaction is usually very different from giving that same cake at a party with 20 excited classmates. The environment often explains far more than the dessert itself. This is where things become a little more complicated. Sugar does provide energy because it's a carbohydrate that your body converts into glucose, which your cells use as fuel. However, having more available fuel doesn't automatically make someone physically hyperactive. Think of filling your car with gasoline. A full tank allows the car to run, but it doesn't suddenly make it speed down the highway on its own. Someone still has to press the accelerator. Similarly, sugar gives the body energy to use, but it doesn't force children to become more active or excited. The body carefully regulates blood sugar levels through hormones like insulin, keeping everything remarkably balanced under normal circumstances. Many people talk about experiencing a sugar rush followed by a crash. While eating sugary foods can cause blood sugar to rise temporarily, the dramatic emotional roller coaster people often describe isn't supported in most healthy individuals. Some studies have even found that people don't consistently report feeling happier, more energetic, or more alert after eating sugar. Ironically, some people actually report feeling slightly more tired afterward. That famous sugar rush may owe more to excitement, expectations, and the situation than to the sugar itself. Although sugar probably isn't making children hyper, that doesn't mean eating unlimited sweets is harmless. A diet high in added sugars can contribute to tooth decay, unhealthy weight gain, and increase the risk of long-term health problems if consumed regularly in large amounts. Some sugary treats are also paired with caffeine, especially sodas and energy drinks. Caffeine is a stimulant and absolutely can make children feel more alert, restless, or jittery. Likewise, every child is unique. Some may react differently because of individual health conditions, food sensitivities, or simply because they become excited whenever treats are involved. But for the average healthy child, sugar itself isn't the magic ingredient behind wild behavior. So, do sweets really make kids hyper? According to decades of scientific research, the answer is generally no. Sugar alone doesn't appear to cause the burst of hyperactivity that many people expect. What often looks like a sugar-fueled frenzy is more likely the result of exciting environments, social interaction, special occasions, and our own expectations about how children should behave after eating sweets. That doesn't mean children should eat unlimited candy, but it does remind us that common beliefs aren't always backed by evidence. Sometimes the simplest explanations turn out to be the most misleading. And every now and then, a long-standing myth melts away just like a piece of candy. If you enjoyed uncovering the surprising truth behind this everyday question, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let us know what common myth you'd like us to explore next. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.